There we go. So we've got 3 more wins right there. Looks like this is completely pulled back. Hey everybody, Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. I just had a member from our private VIP Telegram group send me this video of her turning $10 into $100 in as little under 2 hours. And this is incredible. Like, she sent me the whole video, every single trade that she's taken. And check this out, guys. She only used a $1 trade size. So we're talking low risk, high reward. And I'm going to share everything with you right on this video so you can try it yourself. All right. So let's go ahead. I'll move this out of the way and let's jump into the charts. Now for the settings, there's only going to be 2 indicators for this strategy. So this is really straightforward. And so I have the settings right over here. It's going to be the $10 to $100 strategy. And you're going to be using the 50 moving average or the 50 EMA and the stochastic oscillator. Those are the only 2 indicators. You're going to want to use a 1-minute time frame with a 10-second expiry. And you're going to want to use regular candles and also a $1 trade size. Okay. Now, if you're doing this for the very first time, you're going to want to use the demo account. So don't use the real account like I'm doing. If you've never seen this before or you've never tried this before, please practice on demo before going to real money. Okay. So let's move this out of the way and let's make sure that we have our charts set up correctly. So over here on the indicators panel, just make sure to select moving average and the stochastic oscillator right here. Now for the settings on the moving average, that's going to be 50 for the period, and the moving average is going to be EMA, so that's the exponential moving average. Now for the styles, what I've done is I've changed this to white, and that's going to be a 2-pixel line width, just so it makes it a little bit easier to see. Let's go ahead and click on save. Now for the stochastic oscillator, the inputs for this are going to be the default settings. But on the styles menu over here, you're going to want to set, well, you don't have to do this, but I just prefer to set the line width for all of the colors. I'm setting this to 2 pixels just to make those colors a little bit brighter. Okay. So you don't have to do that. That's completely optional. And I'll go ahead and click on save. Now, what we're looking for here is a trend. Now, you don't have to use the trend if you don't want to, but it could be helpful if you're doing this for the very first time. So an overall upward trend or a downward trend. You can see this is an upward trend, right? Because how do we know that? Well, we can see that the 50 moving average is going upward, right? And then so a downward trend would be the opposite direction. Let's find maybe something like this, a downward trend that has happened within the last several minutes. Here's another one that's been going on for several minutes here. It's overall downward trend. And usually the price will pull back. The price will pull back to the 50 moving average, just like you can see here. Let me grab my little pencil here. And you can see the price pull back to the 50 moving average. Now, if you look down at the stochastic oscillator, you can also see that the oscillator has been shown to be overbought in the same area. You see that? So this could indicate that the market has exhausted itself and that we could be going back down in the other direction. So that would be a good spot or a good area to think about taking a trade. In this case, this would be a sell or a put option. Okay. So I hope that's clear for you guys. And looking over here, you can actually see this happening right now in real time. So we can see that the price has came down because it's a downward trend. And now we have this pullback. And if you look down here at the stochastic oscillator, we can see that this is overbought. It's above the 80% line, which is right here. Okay. All right. So hope that's clear. And there's also a few other things that I'm going to point out as I do some live trading for you. So really, in a nutshell, what you guys want to look for is to enter positions when the market is overbought and enter positions when it's oversold. But just to be on the safe side, wait for or look for a trend and then look for pullbacks. Okay? Just want to put that out there. Sorry guys, kind of losing my voice today. Been making a lot of videos and stuff lately, so after like a few videos, my voice is completely shot. A little raspy, right? Got the hoarse voice. Okay, let's go ahead and go through here. So we've seen this pull back here to the 50 moving average, and sure enough, look what happened. It just came right back down. Okay, so you got it? You guys got it? All right, let's go and find an opportunity that we can actually do some live trades with. Looks like this is already played out. So let's just look through here. Let's change through the different assets and find something else that we can work with. You could almost just go through the assets and look at the stochastic and see if it's in the overbought or oversold area. And then from there, you can just look at the chart and decide if you want to make an entry or not. Okay, this looks pretty good, although it's an upward trend, so this is a bit riskier. It's overbought or close to the overbought area, but it is an upward trend, which means that this has a strong tendency to keep going and going up. And you don't want to get caught into that where you place a sell and it goes against you, and I want to just point this out, guys. This is not a 100% win rate strategy. This is what's called a DCA strategy. This is a dollar cost averaging strategy. So if you lose a position, you would add more to a position. It's less stressful, but if you're not comfortable with it, then I don't advise you guys to do it, okay? But this is how she did it, and I'm going to share it with you. So let's see if we can find a really good setup here. Okay, so this looks pretty good. We've visited this before, one we were just looking at. We have an overall downward trend, but it did cross the 50 moving average. I don't see a point that I want to enter yet, although the orange has crossed over the blue, indicating that this could possibly be on its way down. Now, let me just enter a trade here, just so we can get our feet wet. I only like to enter the trades when I see a push of the candle. You see how it's pushing up? Well, I want to get in at the very top. Let's go ahead and enter the trade because I'm anticipating a pullback from that candle. I want to get in at the very peak of it before it drops down. And look at that. So it only dropped down a little bit. That was close, but you can see how it still continues to move up. So now this can be a little bit tricky, guys, but we're going to go ahead and enter in here. Let's see what this candle does right here. Okay, I see a pullback. Let's go ahead and enter the market. Let's look down here at the stochastic. We've only got 10 seconds. We've got that orange crossing the blue. 3, 2, and that was a loss, guys. But that's okay. This is a DCA strategy. If you do have a loss, then you can go ahead and enter in for a second or third time, okay? The whole goal here, guys, is that you want to have more wins than losses. So that's really what it's all about. Now, it's taking a lot of time to explain this. I don't mind explaining it to you, but when you're learning this for the very first time, it's going to take a little while. But once you get used to this, this is going to go really, really quickly. You're going to be clicking buttons, clicking the higher low buttons and entering the market. But since this has crossed over the 50 moving average, it looks like it could possibly be changing direction. So what I'm going to do is choose a different asset. This looks pretty good. I just need a pullback from that. Let's go ahead and continue. Okay, this is a little bit of an upward trend here. It's going up and we've got this coming down. So this is technically called a pullback. It's a pullback that's coming down to that 50 moving average. But the blue line and the orange lines on the stochastic are not in the oversold areas. So I will not be entering the trade. Now you're probably thinking like, well, how did she turn $10 into $100 so fast? Well, once you get used to this, you can just be flipping through these assets very quickly and looking for these overbought and oversold zones and entering the market at a very fast pace once you get used to this. Okay, so coming down here, this looks like it's becoming oversold. Let's go ahead and enter the market, guys. Let's just go ahead and get our feet wet. So because I know if I'm looking for better trade setups, this video can go on for a very, very long time, even as long as like 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and check out what we got here. Okay, that was a loss. That's fine. I'm going to enter the market once more because I can see this blue line that's just about to cross over the orange line. So I'm going to enter in multiple times. So I've got 3 entries here. I've lost one. I'm going to enter in another one. And let me go ahead and just keep on entering here as this is coming down. There we go, a little bit of a pullback. So we've lost quite a few, but we've won these 5 here. I think those are gonna close out as wins. So there we go. So we're kind of like 50-50 here. And so you're going to be winning a lot of trades and losing a lot of trades. You just wanna make sure that you're winning more than you lose. I'm gonna enter in again. Let's just put in 3 more. And we've got about 5 seconds. We're getting a little bit of a pullback on that candle. And we've also closed those 2 out in profit as well. And we should be seeing a turnaround here from the stochastic. We should get a change in direction of the market, but this just keeps coming down. So I'm going to wait this out a little bit. This could be overextended and we're crossing over the 50 moving average. I'm going to enter in 3 more. Hopefully we get a little bit of a pullback here. 4, 3, 2, and there we go. So we've got 3 more wins right there. Looks like this is completely pulled back and it's could be changing direction. If it's going to go down even more, then I would consider entering again. So we would just have to wait this out. You don't have to wait it out. You can simply go to a different asset and look for another setup. And this is all you do. You just sit here all day and, if you have some losses, place a couple more trades in to cover those losses. You just want to make sure that you're winning more than you're losing. And if you look really closely, I'm not going to play the whole video, but looking through the video that she sent me, you can see that her balance went up, it went down, and then it went up again a little bit more. It came down, it went up. And so you're doing this up and down thing with your balance, but eventually you want to focus on those higher probability setups using the indicators to get you to eventually keep increasing your balance over time. That's really what this strategy is all about. So there you go, guys. Let's try to get in a couple more trades here before we wrap this up. This looks very tempting. Let's see if we can get a pullback on this red candle. I'm going to go ahead and enter. And I'll only enter once the very first time. I don't want to enter multiple times. This is a rapid fire type of trading style. Okay, we've lost that. That's fine. Let's see if we can get a pump of this candle. That blue line's crossing over the orange. So that tells me the next thing it's going to do is go down and cross back over the orange. And that could place us in profit here. So I entered one more to make up for that loss. And there it is. Now, I could have pressed 2 times. I only pressed once. And that's it. Guys, it's really that simple. That's all you have to do. So try this out. Set everything up. It's only 2 indicators. Practice this. Oh, look at that. You can see that the price has turned around and it's been overbought. And now we should start to see the oscillator go underneath the 80% line on the stochastic. Look at that. So everything played out great. I'm not going to do a whole lot with this using my real account with $1, but I just wanted to show you guys the basis on exactly how this works so you guys can try this at home. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I also have a very special message for you at the end. So have a good day. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Hey everybody, Mark here. I have a question for you. Are you struggling to become profitable with binary options? Does it seem like no matter how many wins you get, your account balance is either going down or it just seems to stay in the same spot? Well, I've got a solution for you. It's called the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, and it gives you the potential to make between 5 and 10% on your account every day. You could have multiple losses in a row and still come out profitable. And you guys know that, having proper risk management is your key to success with trading. And this trade manager gives you that edge that you need. So join the VIP Telegram group now and get access to all my premium calculators and spreadsheets. Now's the time. It's time to take your trading to the next level. You'll find the link below in the description of this video. Have a good day.